please believe that it is our constitution. Wake up and own the constitution.
The father of our constitution, BRAmbedkar, had said, "Constitutional morality is not a natural sentiment. It has to be cultivated. We must realize that our people have yet to learn it." To awaken this sentiment among the public, ReclaimConstitution, the International Institute of Art, Culture and Democracy, and R.R. Nayak Seva Trust initiated a campaign #Satyameva Jayate ahead of 26 November, the 75th year of the adoption of the Indian Constitution. Several organizers of the event have spoken about the importance of the Constitution and the event with Daily Salar.
Our constitution starts with we the people. It doesn't say we the citizens of India. So it covers even people who are living here. So we invite everybody to come and understand how we got our constitution. It is a baby of the freedom struggle. Our constitution came about after hundreds of years of struggle. People have given their blood, sweat and lives for this constitution, and now we have forgotten what the constitution means. So it is not only for constitution does not apply to only citizens of India. It applies to all people who are in this land. So there are various sections, but specifically as a citizen, what is our duty? What is our role as a citizen? We are trying to understand that. Firstly, it is very important to understand the first three words of the Constitution, which say we the people. And the preamble ends with the words, we adopt this Constitution, we give to ourselves this Constitution, which means that it is our Constitution which we have given ourselves. Do you really believe that it is ours? Today, if you see somebody's house is on fire, what would they do? They'd go and try to douse the fire, right? Call the fire engine or put off the fire. But when I tell you the constitution is on fire, people will laugh because they don't know, they don't believe that it is their constitution. Somebody has to tell them that it is our constitution, it's my constitution, it's your constitution. What Ambedkar and the members of the Constituent Assembly gave us is not for themselves. It is for the Indians who were at that point living and all the future Indians. They wrote it for us also. And it is our duty to make it a better constitution. Is it perfect? No, it is not perfect. The makers of the constitution themselves have told that this is not a perfect constitution. We can write what seems to be a very perfect constitution, but unless people live the values, it's of no use. So it is upon. So now it is going to be the 75th year of the constitution, starting from 26th November 2023. So we have planned a year-long celebration of constitutional values, trying to communicate it in unusual ways. We don't want to give lectures and make it an academic exercise. So what do you mean communicating the constitution? We are not bothered about what is the technicality of Article 21, what is the technicality of Article 15. No, every Indian, every person in this land needs some basic awareness of what are the rights that the constitution provides them. They can look up our social media handles. Satyameva Jayate official is our Instagram handle, or ReclaimConstitution is our hashtag across social media handles. We are starting with a cycle ride, a cyclothon called Pedal for Samvidhana, starting from Ashoka Pillar in Bengaluru via Vidhan Saudha to Constitution Circle, and later we will have a blood donation camp which signifies we want to give a message of unity. Once you donate blood, nobody checks which religion, which caste, which language that blood belongs to in the hospital or when you go to the blood bank. So that is how blood donation is tied to the preamble and the constitutional values. We want to give out that message, and then we are going to have quizzes and other cultural events. And we have created many of these cultural symbols, like the 15 women who are part of the making of our constitution. They were part of the Constituent Assembly. And we have the halls of Baba Sahib Ambedkar. So even to young people, so this is very important to introduce these cultural symbols to communicate our constitution and the contribution made by these people, which is forgotten largely by public today.
This press meet was mainly utilizing a wonderful opportunity what we have got, that India is celebrating the beginning of the 75th anniversary of the Constitution preamble. So One thing what I have realized through my college days as well as my professional life, we have not truly understood what this constitution means to us and what are the benefits and how we can actually gain benefit from the government and the system. So if I have to speak just as a doctor, every day we work for what? We want to take care of our family, we want to take care of the education of the kids, and so that everybody lives happy and also healthy, right? So in this, if I have to focus just about the health, the Indian Constitution makes room for us through Article 21, which basically says it's the right to health, right to life. That means to say right to health. So largely what has happened is the Constitution has just become a word of mouth where we just use it for some phrases or some functions. But when it comes to the practice, we don't know how we can demand, how we can actually gain the benefits of these Constitution to our day-to-day life. So here, the right to health is a big thing. And recently, if I have to connect some of the very famous individuals who lost life at a very young age. And to be very frank and honest, if there was a system, we could have saved all those lives. If not them, at least through changes within the system, we could save many more lives. So it is not that the health is a right for only those who are capable, who are able, but the right to health is for each and every one. So that way we can, perform better, do well, and contribute to the system and the society. As a doctor, I'll tell you, we created a lot of confusion within the system. And we, in fact, promoted a lot of confusion into the community level as well. Now, if we have to talk about the vaccine, I don't think this is the right platform. Then I have to get too much scientific about it because, agreed, we had Covishield here and Covaxin here. And the Covishield has a component of AstraZeneca. For some reason, it was not approved in the US. Then I need to talk about why it was not approved. How did we started using it in the US? So now here in the Constitution, if I have to apply the Constitution here, see, even the stakeholders, the people who were communicating with the people, there was a gap. There was some element of misinformation, some element of disinformation, and where people were kind of confused of which way to go, how to get help, and there was nothing streamlined because that responsibility was not properly educated, assigned or to the respected individual. I think if we as citizens, if we knew our constitutional rights, how we can demand, how we can get all these things to be set, then we could have probably done it much better.
Number one, they cannot change the constitution as they think it is easy to do that. Secondly, unless people have understood what the value of the constitution and what value it can give us, each one of us here, maybe they are playing games with us. Once, that's exactly what myself and my friends are doing. We are making all the people of our country as a part of the we the people of India. What is the we the people of India? It is the first word ever in the beginning of the constitution. We have not understood that we the people of India, now we are also, हम भी उसमें है बोल कर हमें समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. So this is what all of us are doing to make the people understand that it was a constitution designed for the sake of the people by the people themselves. That's what we are trying to say. And talking loosely that we are going to change the... See, you can always amend. Constitution is such a living document. If the situation demands, you can amend it. Constitution itself says it, but not change it. Present, my concentration would be to make the people become literate in the constitutional values. So I have not bothered. They say the constitution is not perfect, and what is perfect? The elders are there, they will do the amendments as required by the situation. But my job today is to communicate basics of constitution values to each one of us, and in such a way that we actually practice that. Take for example myself. If you come to my house is a best example of constitution living as far as the values are concerned. So there is no distinction between any, including the gender. So that's what I am trying to propagate.
On 26 November, there will be various events in Bengaluru. A cyclothon from Ashoka Pillar to Constitution Circle in Yashwantpur via Vidhana Sauda at 7 am. Alongside, a blood donation camp will be organized at Ashoka Pillar and Constitution Circle. Several pop-up quizzes on the Constitution will be held at public locations across the city and will continue to be conducted till 26 November 2024. Artwork from the Constitution of India will be on display at various schools and colleges from 26 November along with cultural showcases, which is a unique doll display on the theme of the constitutional values. But amidst this, an independent journalist raises an important question regarding the curbs on journalistic freedom by the central government and its importance in the constitution.
अभी सिचुएशन ऐसा है, जर्नलिज्म और जर्नलिस्ट जो अभी जो सरकार के खिलाफ लिखते हैं वो सिर्फ अब अंदर जाने के लिए वो रेडी होना चाहिए, मानसिक तौर पे भी वो रेडी होना चाहिए। ऐसा सिचुएशन आ चुका है। ये इंडिया है क्या एमिरेट्स है, यही कन्फ्यूजन में अब पत्रकार लोग बहुत कन्फ्यूजन में हैं। अगर कुछ भी सरकार के साथ ऐसा क्यों माहौल बना रहा है, ये बहुत चिंताजनक विचार है। तो फोर्थ पिलर कहला जाने वाला जो मीडिया है, मीडिया को बंद करने का, मीडिया को स्टॉप करने का, मीडिया को कम्प्लीटली उसको एक खड्डे में डालने का एक प्रयास जो चल रहा है, इसको हम तीव्र तौर पर इसको हम खंडन करना चाहिए। हर एक पत्रकार भी इसको खंडन करना चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर सरकार के जो गलतियां हैं, सरकार के जो मिस्टेक्स हैं, अगर वो पत्रकार अगर वो उसको एक्सपोज नहीं किया तो क्या करना है, तो पत्रकारिता कहाँ बचा है। तो इस पर विचार करना बहुत ही ज़रूरी है। ऐसा ही चलता गया तो बहुत ही जर्नलिज़्म जो फील्ड है ये ही बहुत खतरे में आने का चांसेस बहुत बढ़ जाने का चांसेस बहुत है। इसलिए इस पर सारे जर्नलिस्ट को कंडेम करना ही चाहिए, क्योंकि आज वो है, कल हम होंगे, परसों और भी होंगे। तो इस तरीके से सब लोग इस पर तीव्र तरह से विचार करना चाहिए और इसको पूरी तरीके से कंडम तो करना ही पड़ेगा।
Subscribe to Daily Salar Digital to get the latest updates.